All right, so Cham, you make it to the area, and as you approach the front of the building, you see what appear to be two stone hands that are on top of two very, very obvious blood splats, and you can kind of discern what happened.
I was gonna laugh and continue.
All right, so you continue inside. So as you guys are entering into your first hallway, Cham joins you, so all three of you are together again. Saira's hand then proceeds to climb down and rejoin her wrist.
Just like scrambles up her leg and then settles in, hooks back into the arteries and everything. She's like, oh, welcome back, darling.
All right, so as you are walking through, it appears that all the hallways in the building seem to lead to one central area. And it is a linear hallway, so as you guys are walking down this hallway, at the end of it, you see what appear to be about 5 Dragonborn, all armed, rounding the corner and running towards you. So they're preparing for combat. They're a decent ways away, though.
Saira points at it and goes, could you two take care of that?
I'm just gonna go invisible.
Cham goes invisible. Kane, are you gonna do anything here?
Nope.
What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go to the farthest back one of the group, and I'm just gonna put the barrel to my lower gun and I'll pull the trigger in the back of his head.
Arch, are you gonna do anything? Or are you gonna do the same thing that Kane's doing?
Saira is going to stand there and debate her life decisions on whether or not she should have let Curtis stay in the rape dimension.
Curtis, you mean
Kermit?
No, Curtis. She's going to send you there next.
Keep in mind, you also do have your decapitator if you decide to use it. Cham, I'm going to say, because you're just going to be going around behind them, I'm going to have you roll a normal attack roll, and you'll get your buffs for sneak attack.
That's a solid 20.
That will hit. 11,
22.
And yep, so that'll crit to a 22. All right, so the first one, which is the one at the very back you said that you wanted to hit, basically you use your shotgun and his head explodes into a blood spatter. But since he's in the rear, most of the Dragonborn in front of him are continuing to run towards your friends. I'm going to roll to see how quickly they progress. If they roll low enough, you guys will have one more chance to hit them before combat is initiated. They did roll low enough. They rolled below a 10. So Kane and Arch, you guys have a chance to do something if you want, and Cham, you will have one more chance because they haven't turned around and seen you yet.
Greater invisibility, so I'm still invisible. Quickly reload. I'm just going to go up to the next one.
Because this is kind of a reactionary thing, I'm going to say the reload is going to take up your turn. Kane and Arch, are you guys going to do anything, or are you just going to invite this on?
Saira is going to stay firm. She can always collapse a tunnel on somebody if she really wants to.
Kane, are you going to do anything else, or are you just going to sit there and then just kind of... Are you going to throw more dirt at them?
I can definitely throw more dirt at people. I would love to do that.
You can do that if you want. They're within range. I'm going to say that's enough to at least hit one of them in the face with dirt. Yeah, you do the pocket sand to the face. So the first one gets hit in the face with pocket sand, and he immediately grabs at his eyes. The other three are going to be able to attack immediately. Now we're going to have to roll for initiatives. Kane, none of them rolled higher than you did.
I got an 18.
Rolled a 20. You rolled an 18? Okay. And then Cham doesn't have to roll. So it's going to go Kane, one of the Dragonborn, Arch, and then the other 2 Dragonborn. So Kane, you're going to be able to go first.
Alright, I'm going to try and shoot the guy who has sand in his eyes.
You're going to get a +2 in addition to that because he's stunned, basically. Alright, that's a 17. And that was that with the additional +2?
Yeah, that's with the +2 added, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say that's enough to hit because, again, he's kind of incapacitated.
Let's go!
All right, roll for damage, and again, that's going to auto-crit because of the Magnum round. And actually, it'll crit again because you're aiming at his head.
Sheesh!
So that's 35 times 2 times 2 again. You did 140 damage to something that has 22 life, basically. And you did it to its head. So basically what happens is Kane, somehow, some way, when you fired that bullet, you caused enough damage to rip a hole in reality. So that hole in reality actually swallows up what's left of his head and his body, and then disappears. And everybody simply looks around at what just happened. It's kind of like when the house gets sucked in Poltergeist, except it was with one dude. So they're all horrified by that, but they're still going to be able to attack.
Alright, I'm going to yell at them and try to intimidate them now.
I'll let you do that as a minor action.
Come on, lucky stuff. That's not bad.
Okay, that's a 19. So I'm going to roll for the 3 of them to see if any of them outdo you. None of them outdo you. So there's one of them who's still willing to fight. The other 2 immediately shit themselves. All right, you're attacking right now?
That's a crit on that one.
The first one will crit. The second one will hit because you're going to get an addition to that because they're both kind of immobile. So both of those will hit. The first one will crit.
48.
Yeah, that one's very dead.
So I'll swing in cut through his neck. And I'm gonna just launch the extended dark dagger at the other one.
All right, you do 11, so that goes through one of his legs. So he's immobile now. The other one's dead. So there is one. He's alive, but he is very severely injured. All the other ones are dead. Are you going to do anything with him, or are you just going to finish him off?
I'm gonna start beckoning Saira.
All right, what do you want? I could make him into a hat.
Yeah, fuck it, make him in a hat. Could it be a talking hat?
I could make him still sentient as possible.
Sweet, I'm going to Gryffindor.
The Dragonborn's eyes begin to get very wide at the thought of what you just said.
She's gonna take the gauntlet, point her fingers, and just slowly push down into his throat. Just to kill him off. And then she's going to expend a fucking 6th level spell slot for Animate Undead.
And like I said, you are turning him into a hat, correct?
Yes, I am going to then use the gauntlet to forcibly shape him into a very stylish hat. Like one of those fucking pompadour, Captain Hook style, real far out with a feather.
You form him into that, and at the top of the hat, there is still a mouth, and that mouth still screams.
And I just hold it up, all happy. Here we go.
I put her on Kermit.
Kane, you now have a hat that screams.
I'm gonna take off the hat, take off my pants, and I'm gonna put my frog dick in the hat's mouth.
That might not be good. It does still have teeth.
I will take the risks.
Roll Constitution to fuck the hat. All right, you fucked
Rick
the
up.
shit out of that hat. It lost a couple of teeth. Okay, you put the hat on the ground and then you just leave it there?
Yep.
The hat is thoroughly soiled and ashamed of itself.
Fine, I'll take the hat. I'll just put the hat in the fucking bag of holding.
I was about to
Okay.
say, if you don't pick up the hat, I'm going to pick it up, and I'm going to give it to Timothy as a present.
So you guys pick up the hat. So now you have a clear hallway, other than the blood and guts, that leads to what looks like a very secure door at the end.
I go to the door.
You go up to the door. The door is locked.
I could lockpick it, but I'm gonna pull out the keys from the warden.
You pull out the keys. After a couple of tries, you
Which
find
one
one
is
that
it?
appears to work, and the door is unlocked.
Ta-da!
As you enter the room, you walk inside, and what you see appears to be some sort of a torture room. There's a rack in there, there's a cage, there's a lot of spikes and really nasty looking things it looks like they can use on various people. And then you see what appears to be a Dragonborn in a lab coat with some glasses, and he has a very small pokey device that he's holding over what looks like a white rabbit inside of a cage.
Huh.
He doesn't immediately notice you when you come in because you use the key and open the door, so he didn't barge in.
I'm just gonna go up behind him, arm, hand on the shoulder. All right, mate. How you doing, love?
I find that offensive. This is a conversation we're having as he has his arm around the person.
No. This is the voice I'm using.
If you say bruv just once, I will send you to space. I will put your ass on the moon, and I will leave you there.
Oh, shut it.
The Dragonborn is very, very confused and looks over at you and says, "Who are you and what are you doing in here?"
All right, mate. I'm gonna have a little talk. What is your name?
What?
What is your name?
What's your name?
No. I'm asking the questions.
One step closer and I ice the bunny.
I'm just gonna cut off his head.
Roll for attack. All right, I'm going to roll a reactionary roll by him, but I don't think he can beat that. That's going to hit.
I'm just lopping the hand that he had the pokey poke.
You zing, basically, and then his hand just sort of slides off, and he starts grabbing it as the stump is smoking. He begins screaming. The rabbit then looks up with you. "Good show, boys!"
I'm not sure how to process what just happened. Does anybody else want to speak?
Oh, how you doing, bruh?
I'm General Wilfred P. Fluffybottom.
What? Hold up. Now, who is this cunt I just locked off his hand? What is your name?
He's still screaming.
I'm just gonna slap him.
He's still screaming.
I'm gonna slap him again.
He's still screaming.
Are you trying to
I'm
get
a-
Timothy a brother? Because I can just control him if you want.
I'm just slapping the fuck out of this guy.
Curtis,
Fucking cunt.
is this like a we need him to be quiet thing, or are you trying to tame him, in which case we can bring him back? I just want you to know, Curtis, when this is done, I did hear you say bruv, and I am going to send your stupid ass to the moon.
Sod off it. Someone get the jet off.
Thank you, sir. Please unlock me from this prison.
I'm just gonna jingle the keys towards Saira as I'm slapping the other guy.
What do you want me to do with these?
Open up the fucking cage.
She's gonna hand the keys to Kermit.
Kane, you now have the keys to unlock the door to the cage the rabbit is in. Open the cage, you bloody toad!
That's
I'm gonna
racist.
I'm just gonna snatch the keys, fucking open the thing. As I turn my attention back to the Dragonborn. What is your name?
Alright, the Dragonborn is still screaming as you repeatedly smack him. The bunny hops out of the cage and onto the ground. It then proceeds to go over to what looks like a small little bag that's next to a chair, and it digs its face into it. After a second, it comes out with what looks like a cap, a pair of sunglasses, and a corncob pipe. There we go, lads.
Oh, lad, that looks great on you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And I'm gonna.
I assume you are my rescue team.
Oh, what gave you that idea?
Well, anybody who's killing Dragonborn is technically a rescue team to me, but...
Now, Dragonborn, what is your name, bitch? Shut up!
I've never heard that name before.
And I'm gonna slowly cut off his pinky on the other hand.
I'm gonna start looking at him, and then I'm gonna start rubbing my frog nipples while he's doing that.
Okay, you do that. You're getting off to it, I guess. So the bunny kind of looks over at you and says, he, unfortunately, was they called him the Doctor. He's the one that gets all the information out to people. Unfortunately, there was another Dragonborn here before. You missed him by a couple of days. You probably know him. He's a mage. His name is Drex. He turned me into a bunny.
I have some coarse words for that bitch. Now, Doctor, what is your name? If you keep screaming, I'm gonna cut off the other finger.
Do it. Cut off his other finger.
Shut it, you. What is your
Whatever
name?
Daddy wants, Daddy gets.
Oh, for the love of fuck. He's just a torturer. Hang on a second. Can I borrow that? He points to your rifle.
I kind of wanted to shoot him.
Shut the fuck up, Kermit. I'm trying to talk.
Give him the gun.
You know, fuck it.
You hand the gun to the bunny. The bunny then takes the rifle, loads up an explosive round, and aims it at the Dragonborn. The Dragonborn is not moving.
I'm gonna grab the Dragonborn. I'm gonna start dragging him.
Are you just gonna drag him out of the building?
I'm just gonna drag him with us. I'm gonna go up to Saira like, listen, I know you want to torture Tim. Timmy is a good man. Timmy is a funny man. I like Timmy.
I took a shit on Timmy.
Now, we have the Doctor. The Doctor doesn't want to talk to me. What you can do is all your torturous experiments you wanted to do on Timmy, you can do it on Doctor.
I kind of like fucking up Timothy, though.
Yeah, me too. I like fucking with Timothy.
On the sly, Kermit, high five. Good job.
Let's go.
I'm gonna high five you for shitting on Timmy.
Fuck it! Oh, not the fucking rifle, the shotgun.
Okay, you take out the shotgun. You're not gonna have to roll to aim. Just roll for damage to see how bad you splatter his face. Okay, yeah, no, his brains are splattered all over the floor, so, and again, there's nobody else in the facility because he killed all the other Dragonborn. And the centipede is busy taking care of the rest of them, which, by the way, I'm going to say another 30 minutes have passed, so we're going to see how many more people have been added to that centipede. Only 5. He's been slowing down a little bit this time. He's starting to get pretty cumbersome and big. So far, it's absorbed 50, I think that would be 59 complete people. So now that that's all said and done, the general gives Kane back his rifle very quickly now that he no longer needs it. I was once the premier commander of the Valdirian army. Until we lost the war because our king was an idiot.
I'm about to say, that sounds like a pretty shitty army if you lost.
I have one goal: to retake Valdirian Palace from the vile Dragonborn. If you can give me the forces, I can command them.
Do they have to be willing?
As long as they're willing to fight.
Got it. Slaves it is.
Good thinking, boy.
That's what I'm best at.
All right, the bunny is going to then proceed to hop out of the room, and he looks around for a second and then turns to you. By the way, do you know the way out of here?
Not even a little bit. I wasn't paying attention the entire time we walked in.
He's the special one, isn't he?
I'm just gonna put the bunny in on my shoulder.
You put the bunny on your shoulder. He sits there. He promises not to poop on you.
I'm just gonna pack my pipe.
All I'm saying is, if you wanted to poop on somebody, we have a man back home. Definitely poop on him every chance you get.
Don't poop on Timmy.
The general gives his pipe to you and asks you to pack it, please.
I'm gonna do those sprinkles on his tiny little pipe.
He rolled an 8, so he's pretty fucked up, but he'll hang on to your shoulder. All right, you guys leave the facility and you return to the cave where your carriage is still parked with the undead horses. Arch, I assume you're going to use some amount of your undead to do the bubble thing again.
Yeah, so here's the thing. This time, She is going to have, like, the centipede upstairs as we're leaving just break apart into component parts and slither away into the ocean. And then when it comes back down around us, I'm going to use the dead to expand the bubble forcibly instead of using the spell.
So basically you form a bubble of undead things.
Yeah, just like a rotting, stinking corpse bubble around the carriage.
That is gross, so the general says that is gross, but he also admits that it is effective. So he is willing to go with you, even though that is very, very nasty. So you guys use your undead bubble to get back to the shore, and after that you can proceed back to the camp. There is nothing else because you blew up the ships, you murdered most of the Dragonborn. By the way, I am going to roll one more time for your return trip 2d20s to see how hard that centipede went while you were away. Oh, so we got another 18 people before you dissolved it, so you killed most of the Dragonborn on the island.
Fantastic. That was the best idea.
So as we're going, I'm like, oh, hey, General, I got something I want to show you.
What do you want to show me, young?
I'm going to dig into my bag. I'm going to pull out the warden's head. Do you remember this guy?
Yes, I do!
Oh,
He looks a lot better than the last time I saw him.
Oh, I'm the warden. Oh, no, I died. Ah.
That makes me very happy, young man. Thank you. That man was a dick.
I'm going to toss the head to Saira.
Do you still have the other hat? I intend on putting that on Timmy.
I'm going to look in like, oh, shit, I don't know where it is.
Curtis, can I talk to you for just a moment? She's gonna hold her hand out for a handshake.
Oh, no. I know what this is. I'm going to go back to the buddy.
You can take it now, or you can take it later. Eventually, you're going to take it, and it's going to be worse.
That's what she said.
That is what she said. She high-fives Kermit.
I have a proposition. You don't send me, and I let you read all the shit I got from the warden.
That's true. You never did inspect any of those scrolls, so you don't know what's on that.
Not going to shiv you.
No, I know exactly what you're gonna do. You're gonna send me up to space. Like what you said, because I said a specific word that you did not.
Really? Is that what you think? So, what I'm saying is either it can happen now, or it can happen while you're asleep.
Or it doesn't happen, and I let you read what I took from the warden.
I don't care what you got from the warden. It's not prevalent to the fact that I'm sending your ass to the moon.
Don't do that.
I'm going to do that.
Don't do that. We will call it even.
Mike, I'm not going to kill him. I was going to teleport him into the bathroom so he was in the septic tank of our base.
Your septic tank is a hole in the ground.
I'm aware.
Remember what you did to me with Drayden?
I do remember. That was
the
your
second
choice.
Was no, that was not my choice, because I was asleep, high as fuck, and you commanded him to fuck me. I will let bygones be bygones and forget that ever happened.
I accept. And she holds her hand out to shake.
I am not going to shake your hand, because I know exactly what it does. And I'll just sit back down near the rabbit as I'm puffing my pipe.
You sit down and get high with the bunny as you guys travel back to base with your newly found general, who has unfortunately been turned into a bunny.